Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood and all the kitties are here. One of my neighbors is mowing their grass or having their grass mowed with one of those big lawn mowers. It's not my neighbor in the cul-de-sac and it's kind of loud. I'm glad they're mowing. I wish they weren't mowing while I was out here this morning. I'm not woke up all the way yet for the extra noise. So the hydrangea, the hibiscus is blooming this morning, and this is a double or a triple. I wasn't expecting that. It's very pretty. But it's not, you know, the super big hibiscus flower that I'm used to. But it's for $3, it is like super pretty. And some people might, I don't know that I like it better or not as well. It just is what it is. Some people might prefer that. I kind of like the super big open one, but they're both lovely. So yay, it's blooming. The ruby's empty, but we'll have to empty the GMC today. But you know, we could do half of it today and the rest tomorrow. There's no like super pressure to get it empty, but we probably don't want to leave stuff sitting in it too long. The heat and etc. But yeah, we got ruby emptied, and the stuff we brought inside is 80% sorted. It was a lot of Johnny's clothes, so that was easy to process and put where they belong. Let me change out the water bowls. Hey, Panther, good morning. Hi, how's my buddy doing? My buddy doing good? Yeah, no chicken today, but Mom's gonna get a chicken started here in a few minutes. Good boy. I have heard several mornings in the row the barred owl over there in the woods. They're very loud, so he may not be quite as close as I hoped. I wanted him to be in that box right there with his babies, and that just never panned out. Dawn did a lot of work, and that never happened. Boy, would it excite me if it did, though. But yeah, we must have a nest close by. I'm hearing them a lot in the morning. So, good morning, Gray. Hi. How are ya? How are ya? Good girl. Good girl. It is what it is. We're going to carry it back up to the other parking lot trash can, but in case we forget, because they don't clean that one often enough. It gets full and then it overflows, and then I have to notify the town, and then it takes them another week. And anyway, that's not a good trash can to put any sizable amount of trash in. And it's going on 11. It's got a little warm out here. It's sticky. It's summertime. We're ready for
winter.
Cold weather.
Cold weather. Hurry up, cold weather.
It's official. Well, this is one of those walks that's harder than not because we're not acclimated to the hotter weather yet. You really do get acclimated to it, but the first couple of really hot walks is like, wow. I guess next Wednesday, Donnie, we're gonna hit low 90s for a couple of days. But we got some rain coming in over the weekend, and we're gonna stay a little cooler in the 80s. So we'll take 80s as long as we can get them. But our rain chance is up for 4 days starting tomorrow, and I'm really pleased. So hopefully at least one of those days we'll get some rain. I just wanted the wine that we're hot and sweaty and feeling it today a lot. We did the pogo loop up at the park, and I'm ready to get back to the shady part of the trail. In the winter it's too cold, and in the summer it's a saving grace. Alright, let's get her in the house before the sun comes out over here. Dawn pulled her back for me. Well, the good news is we found a place for everything, and that stuff up there is ready to be loaded up and go back to the dorm in the fall, and we've reassimilated what we wanted to do. And yeah, wore out, but it's all good. There's Kyle. Yeah, there's just the 6 cubes from the white thing, but they're not even all the way full. I'm out of steam. Johnny's out of steam. And Dawn is off work early and having nachos with leftover meatballs.
That's right. Yum, yum.
I had to rest for a little while. I was just exhausted. Don had his meatball nachos, and he, you know, was going to sit there and take a nap, and I didn't nap long. I wish I'd napped longer, but I did fall out for a little bit. I was just exhausted. So we had noticed the sky was kind of orange, really weird looking, almost eclipse looking earlier. And they did a 650 acre controlled burn down at Raven Rock State Park today in Harnett County. So all of Highway 42 west and the southern part of Fuquay and Lillington and everything between here and there was all smoked out today from that burn. I only noticed the smell a little bit. It was more the sky. So anyway, just a little something going on local. It's 5:30. I reckon, let me sound very southern. I reckon I got about an hour before I got to start cooking dinner. So we're having those teriyaki beef kebabs. I'm gonna fool with my Lego a little bit. I'm going to open up the Friends tree house and put it into the empty bins I got the other day, because I'm going to start a build with that, a little 16 by 32, a little half house build with it. And I also want to look at the amusement park pieces that I have in a Ziploc bag and see what's what with that. Maybe a few of those pieces are complete enough to go on the table with the rest of the amusement park stuff. That's the kit I want to split up into 1 or 2 bins, whatever it takes. So when I go to do the little half house, I've got my parts in front of me. It's cute as can be the way it is, but that's just not what I'm going to build. Okay, that's as organized as it's going to get for now. Tiles, slopes, technique, tree parts, plates, larger plates, smaller plates, wood, masonry kind of bricks, fences, you know, the drill. So I got part of the amusement rides back together. This has a base which is missing. I don't feel like cutting it. It's not that important. And I put together this ride. And there's almost another one of these. Oh, and the little roller coaster cars, but this, when I found it, it didn't have any other track. I have the blue, the Azure track, but not with these cars.
Okay, I'm inside the air handler, and there, that black little rectangle is the humidity sensor, and I've got it running up and coming out the side of the air filter. So the air filter is in front of it, and then immediately is the air conditioning sensor, the humidity sensor. And it's probably really hard to see, but that shiny thing, you can kind of see the red light, that's the front of the bend where the A coil, the top of the A, that's the top of the A coil. So the air ought to be nice and filtered, and so the sensor should get a nice reading on the humidity before it goes through, obviously, the A coil here. This is the other side of the A coil. So, you know, by this side it's 100% humidity or very close to it. But on that side, that's on the air return side before it hits the coil. So that would be the moisture content of the air in the house. So we're going to see how this works. Here's my dehumidifier, and I'm going to install the control so right above that dip in the return vent there, so I can read it without actually coming all the way over here. All right, there it is. I've hung it up there. It's reading 65.5%, and I've got it set to 48. I don't know. I can set this from my phone. I do not have to call up under here to set this. That's why I bought this when this has got a Wi-Fi. Anyway, it's ready to go. I also replaced the lamp in the UV tonight. Notice the nice blue glow there. So I got everything buttoned back together. So I think we're good to go.